In this lesson we'll be converting units. The first one we're going to do is 330 minutes to hours. So we'll go ahead and write down 330 minutes over 1. We want the minutes to go away. So when we use our conversion factor, we'll put minutes on the bottom. And we want to convert it to hours, so we'll put 1 hour on top. And how many minutes are in an hour? There are 60. So 1 hour over 60 minutes is our conversion factor. The reason we put the minutes on the bottom is because we want it to cancel out with the minutes on the top on the other one. See, now all we're left with as far as a unit of measure is the hour here. So now we reduce our fractions. 30 goes into 60 2 times, and 30 goes into 330 11 times. We do our multiplication. 11 times 1 gives us 11. 1 times 2 gives us 2. And you're left with hours. So it's 11 over 2 hours, and 11 over 2 is equal to 5.5 hours. So 330 minutes is equal to 5.5 hours. Now we're going to convert 5 feet 3 inches to inches. The 3 inches is already in the form that we want it to be in, so we need to convert the 5 feet. So we're going to start out with 5 feet over 1, and we want to convert that to inches. So what are we going to put on the bottom? Right, we want to get rid of feet, so we put feet on the bottom, and we want to convert it to inches, so we put 12 inches on top, which is equal to 1 foot. The feet cancel each other out, and you multiply 5 times 12, and we get 60. And we're only left with inches up here. The feet and the feet are gone, so you're left with inches. So you write inches. And 1 times 1 is equal to 1, so you don't write the 1. So that's 60 inches. We started out with 5 feet plus 3 inches, and so we're going to have 60 inches plus 3 is equal to 63 inches. So we're going to be converting from 1,815 feet to meters. So we'll start out with 1,815 feet over 1. We're going to multiply it by, and we're going to convert to meters. So we're going to have a conversion factor that changes from meters to feet. Now what's going to go on bottom this time is the opposite of what we want to get rid of. We want to get rid of the feet. So we put the feet on bottom, because you always put the item that you want to eliminate on the opposite side of the divisor line. So we want to eliminate the feet. So we put down 3.28 feet, because 3.28 feet are equal to 1 meter. The feet cancel each other out. And then we multiply 1,815 times 1, and we get 1,815 meters over, and we multiply 1 times 3.28, and we get 3.28. We do our division, and we end up with about 553 meters. Okay, a word problem. A student ran the 50-yard dash in 5.8 seconds. At what speed did the student run in miles per hour? And they want you to round your answer to the nearest tenth. So we write down what we know. They ran the 50 yards in 5.8 seconds. Now what's different about this one than the ones we've previously been doing? Previously they've just had 50 yards over 1. This time you're comparing yards to seconds, and you're going to convert it to miles per hour. So that means you've got to eliminate the yards and the seconds and introduce miles per hour. So let's get rid of the seconds first. It doesn't matter which one you get rid of first, it's just you got to choose. So if we want to get rid of the seconds are in the denominator. So that means we're going to have to put the seconds on the top if we want to eliminate them. And how many seconds are in an hour? Well, let's change the seconds to a minute first. So there are 60 seconds in a minute. Now we have to change the minutes into hours. So we put 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So now we've changed the seconds into hours. Now we need to change the yards into miles. So if we want to get rid of the yards, we've got to put it in the denominator because it's in the numerator originally. So we put yards on the bottom. And how many yards are there in a mile? There are 1,760 yards in 1 mile. So now let's do our math. The first thing we're going to do is eliminate seconds. The next thing we can do is eliminate minutes. And then we can eliminate yards. Okay? Now, we multiply 50 times 60 times 60, and we get 180,000. 180,000 miles. And on the bottom we multiply 5.8 times 1,760, and we get 10,208. We do our, and that's 10,208 hours. And when we do our division, we come up with approximately 17.6 miles per hour.